echoing sympathetic. Hopefully I should hear myself echoing in a second, then I can mute my tablet. Can I hear myself yet? Hi Robert. Yep, I can hear my tablet, so I can now mute it. So how is everyone today? Hi Robert, good to have you there. And hi everybody else out there. So I hope everyone had a good week this week. Hi Carl, good to see you there. Did anyone go to Scotland? Have everybody had a good week? I just wanted to get one of announcements up, so we can have a quick look at that. Revolution trains, news, and I got it on my PC, so if we quickly jump onto the PC, is that the correct button? So Revolution Trains have announced a new loco. This is the only news I've seen for Model Railway Scotland, and it's this industrial loco, which looked pretty cool. And I got it in several liveries, so green, not green, yellow, SO, and just a good looking loco. So let's go back to that. What have I been up to this week? Let me go and press that one. Go and press that one. Go and press that one. I can scare everybody with me in the corner. So, went to Elkiston Woodstone model show, and I picked up two little bits for the 009 layout to go with this model that we're building, which is two different types of light, old-fashioned street light and a single yard light, which both look pretty cool. I like the ironwork on this. So we'll get on with what I'm doing this week. This is the glue we're using, as Lee have recommended it. And this is where about we got up to last week. I haven't painted it yet, I'll paint it one day. But real good frame, really good job done with it. It's a MMR Model kit. So let's get on with the next bit. I've also got my DC programming track set up on my desk. So this week we'll carry on with this. This is a thinner card than what we were using last week. So this is more of a detailing card. So main building, let's make sure all panels are centered using for doors and windows as guides. So first, these are slightly larger, so I just need to make sure to line up for windows to make sure they fit. Then make sure the doors go over the correct bit. Then window frames and roof. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a hard kit to carry on with, but also easy for me to muck up. But we know that any kit's easy for me to muck up. So this weekend is a busy one for me. I have got two pretty local shows, which are the Mansfield show and the Hucknall show. Mansfield show going to be released Sunday morning. The Hucknall show is going to be released Saturday evening. I was trying to fit them both in. It's going to be a bit hard. I'm going to be going to both shows, I think. Aha, that lines up. The front bit. That's a useful little trick. And I will be needing my bottle clamps for this. Hi Tom, good to have you there. So, what else have much been going on? I don't think much has been going on. So, yeah, not sure what I'm thinking. That was another one I noticed this week. Xscale have offered finance on their Electrostar, so over a year you can pay for the loco, which I think is a really good idea. So make sure I do this within camera range. So I actually cleared the spout on this delete and tried to make it a bit more controllable. Yeah, we're getting really into prime model shows season at the moment for me. This weekend is double show. If you're into the larger scale, which I know a few of you are, you've got the large scale show at Foss, I believe it is. Hi Lee. Still using the glue you recommended. So, just gradually working on this. So, yeah, so like I said, several shows this week for me. Large scale show at Force, the same place that the Engage show is. Yeah, technically have done a real good job. Quite happy I'm using it. Yeah, so quite a few shows this weekend. The O-Gage show. Then next weekend, I can't remember what there is. Next weekend there is. Let me get my calendar up. Next weekend is Mount Sorrow, and my club have got to lay out at that show. It might even be 2, I can't remember. Week afterwards is Workshop. Week after that is Belper. Week after that Sheffield. Then we're into April, which is South Notts. Then Stafford Barn have been cancelled on for the week starting 12th of April, so that's going to be a different video from me. 19th, 20th and 21st of April is Easter weekend, and so that means York. Then for last weekend of April is Model World Live. And for anybody who's who have forgotten, we got a month to get Mother Day presents. So Mother's Day is for 30th of March. So quite a busy month next month. But a lot of good shows. And the nice thing is, I'm coming home in the light now. Give it a few weeks and I'll be able to come home and let the bunnies to have a run, which is something I always enjoy doing. They always enjoy taking advantage of me giving them a run. As mischievous little fluffy animals. But I wouldn't have them any other way. My camera have moved a bit, so I'm working outside of everybody's sight line. So, what else was I saying? Yeah, quite a few good shows up in this area of the country. I also know some of my favourite southern shows are on shortly. One of them is the Basingstoke show. That one's always a good show. That's one show I do miss. Always got on really well with the club. They had really good layouts all the time as well. So that one goes like that. I do have a little line just there, but I haven't quite got everything square. But that's not the end of the world. A drain pipe or something like that would go quite nicely to fill that gap. Yeah, March you also have the Festival of Model Railway London, which I really wish my local trains weren't having engineering work, because that's one of my favourite shows, and it's just impossible for me to get to. I could go by car, I know that I could go by car, but that just defeats the object. And does anybody actually enjoy driving in London? Especially with all the charges. So hopefully one day the trains will decide not to have engineering works, whichever weekend it is in March it is. And I'll be able to go down by train. So what else is going on? This is a really good kit. I'm enjoying this kit. I would recommend anybody to visit these people. They are MMR Model making kits. Really nice people. Yeah, driving in London is ridiculous. I think I saw that the MMR kits will be at Ali Pali. One year, Ali Pali show, I somehow managed to go down the wrong way. So I ended up going, trying to drive up a down road, or down an up road. So that's all set for the time being. So the plan of painting this is the bottom going to be brick colour. The top's going to be a whitish kind of colour. Preferably looking a bit unloved. because that's what these buildings normally look like. So this is setting quite nicely. Cheers, Tom. They're really good people. Tell them that you saw Trains and React at making this. As I've been talking to them for ages, I got another one of their kits to build, which is their, what is it? It's their tower block. That's one which I'm looking forward to building. You just need a lot, and I mean a lot of clamps. So that's those bits. So on here we've got the front doors, door frames for that door and the other one which I'll add later, window frames which I'll add later, as I reckon those should be painted individually, but and for roof. So let's go and get these doors made. I like how this has been laser cut so that it's all have held really nicely, but also it just pops off first. So those just come out like that. And one thing to notice with laser cut is, do you get any black marks on them? So I got a little bit of dust. I have had some which have had a lot of dust in the past. As for dust or soot as it should be called, is a real good indicator of how well they know the lasers. You're always going to get a little bit of soot. I got the feeling that that might go on the other side. Let's quickly jump to the computer. So it's that one there. Go onto the double row kits. And let's find the kit. So this is the kit. And yes, I was just about to make a mistake on the door. So those frames go on the outside and that bit go on there, and you can see the window things just there. So glad I just double checked that. Always double check your models, and cheers for the link, Tom. So today at work was an interesting day. It was listening to music and eating cake and playing on the machines. I did do a lot of other work as well, but those were the fun bits. So I had to listen to the music to make sure that there weren't any problems with it, as we have a centralised music system at work. So had complaints about the playlist, listened to it to make sure that there weren't any obvious problems. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, cake. I only ate 2 pieces of cake. There were 2.5 pieces of cake. So it's for a new thing that we're doing at work. So I had a really nice granola cake, a coffee cake which had coffee in it. It was more of a coffee brownie. Then there were a few other cakes which I haven't tried just yet. So that's that door. So as we saw on the picture, that door frame was painted white, which will be easier to do out before it gets stuck on. Those bits need to be painted. Again, will be easier to do once this is done. That go on there, and the doors will be easier to do. But I can be brave and put the roof on. So the plan is to airbrush this again. So it's a case of waiting for nice weather. But I recommend this kit to everybody. And I recommend the company. So they don't just do 00, they do N, they do O. We can have a look at what they have in a minute. But really nice people. You talk to the people. They don't mind if you're not buying, you're just chatting. Or at least they don't mind me. I always say hi to them. So, second bit of roof along here. So, yeah, really recommend the company. Once I start the roof on, we can have a look at the other products. And then I'll press the pink button. So, looking pretty good. So, very quickly pop onto the computer. So if I have O gauge, 00, N, this is for shows for at. So those have been Preston and District, Ali Pally, Macclesfield, York shows when I'm going to Northern next, Bristol, Risborough and District, Freshwells, wherever that is, Buxton Rowettes, Sorrow Valley, then in the autumn, Geldets, Light Model, Steffel, not mentioning that show, Worley at Steffel Barn, Warmington, National Festival, Model Railway, Manchester show, so they have a good amount of shows they're at. They have also cut it down. Let me go to that one. So I think I'll get one of those eventually. This is a kit I always impress with. If you watch Last of the Summer Wine, this always reminds me of Cleggy's house. You've got the timber shed merchant building, low relief modular, that's quite good. Fence panels, which I need to pick some up. And all kinds of stuff. So, where's the other one I got? So I got a kit missing from the page. I have to tell them that. So they then have O gauge. Again, good selection. And N gauge. So I got that low relief flat in double O. So they have a real good range. So let's go and press the pink button. So what do people think for Biscuit of the Week is this week? Take your guess. I have had it before. So what are people saying today? Hobnob. Not hobnob. Hot cross buns. Few weeks too early. I know somebody always says these, so I decided it's time for this one. And it's pink wafer biscuits. So, got these from my local shop down the road. They're pink and they're a biscuit and they're made out of wafer. Now I can scare you with full size, Richard. Good dunkers. Good snap. Quite sweet, but really nice. And disappear in 2 bites. So, need to put a clamp on just down there. This is the kit. Really nice. Looking forward to get it painted. Add a few extra details to it. I think it will have to be displayed that way round on the layout. And really enjoyed that kit. So let me press another button. So like I said, double show this weekend. So Hucknall show will be out Saturday evening. Manfield will be out at on Sunday morning, unless you're a member, which thank you, Chris, will be a member. When they'll be out earlier. I aim to get the video out for members at 5. If I can get both video outs that early, that would be a miracle, but I'll do my best. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much, Richard.